It's 2 a.m. on a Saturday. I'm gonna take my chemistry final later today. Then tomorrow I'm gonna take my Java final, and then work on my 2 projects that I have to do Tuesday, and then I have calculus on Monday, and then I guess literature also on Monday. I think. I don't know. But that's what's happening with me. I'm kind of in a liminal place almost. I guess it's technically I'm at the final place. Liminal is more of transitional versus I am at the end of my first semester of college. Wow. It's been a learning experience, I guess. Also, I've painted my nails. Just these two. Just those two. I think I look like Johnny Joestar. It's strange to reflect on it, I suppose. You know, I was such a different person. You know, and I guess that's life. It's always change in iteration. But it's so strange throughout this year and throughout this quarantine how I've changed. Even though, for the most part, I've just been sitting at home. You know, I really haven't gotten out very much this year. I've just been at home for the most part. And yet, still, I have changed a lot. A lot, but also not very much. I guess there's that dichotomy of, you know, being the same person versus being a different person. A lot fatter. I'm a whole lot fatter than I was. I was already too fat, and then quarantine got me fatter. I'm really not looking forward to next semester. Here's a little ditty. That's kind of how I'm feeling a little bit. I've said and thought about my experience this semester in college. I didn't do very well. I mean, I suppose it depends upon how you look at it. You know, I guess it's have to look at what I should have done, what I could have done versus what I should have done is just kept fighting, white knuckled. But I've been very lazy this semester. I should have gotten up every morning, paid attention to all my classes. Should have gotten up every morning, paid attention to all my classes, and then after my classes had ended, immediately do all my homework. Instead of doing that, most days I would half-ass, or at least recently. I guess it's hard to see the scale of it since it's like what I've been doing most recently, I'm gonna think is what I've been doing the whole time. Most days I would like half-ass classes and then like be on my phone, not take any notes. And then after classes, I'm like, well, fuck this, I'm done. I don't want to do any work, and then just not do any work, not study, even though I knew better. I knew better. I didn't change my actions because it's easier and nicer to be lazy than to work hard and to do stuff, especially since I was so demotivated because my classes are really not much fun. They're really no fun at all. It's like I could learn the material, but it's like, you know, really hit a, I guess, looking at it from the beginning, I was really good at the beginning. For like a lot of months, for many, many months, I was on top of it. But then right at the end, I kind of lost grip. I like fucking gave up last week of October and then the first week of November. And then I've tried to correct course like this last month, but instead of nosediving, I've tried to pull up, but I haven't pulled up as well as I should have because I haven't done any of my made-up work. Anything that I let slip, I just haven't gone back and corrected. I've had plenty of time to do it, but I didn't do it. I should have, but I didn't. Even though I had the motivation to do so, I didn't do the work. Because it's just easier not to. I mean, I'm getting a job after, I guess, in a week's time, a week from today, I would like to have a job, or at least a job at like found and applied and that sort of thing. Because I've never had a job and I think it would be very good for me. I think that's what I need because I'm burnt out on school. I don't know if Lion will allow me to keep my scholarship. I honestly would totally I can see it both ways. Like, I would totally understand, and they are 100% within their rights to take their scholarship away from me. They were expecting to see the student at, end of senior year. I'm not that same student. Well, I guess I am a very similar student to how I was at the end of senior year, because the end of senior year was COVID, and I did really poorly in my classes online on my last quarter, and I was dealing with lots of emotional baggage. I was wrestling with the tragedy of COVID, with the tragedy of losing my senior year. That's what this song is. It's called The Lament of 2020. Of course, it's slower, but... that's how it goes. I wrote that really thinking about my friend Jan and how sad I was that I was gonna miss him and miss our summer. Um, but summer came and went, and March and April and those months we were so fixated on COVID. It was so much of a thing, and it's so normal now. A quarter of a million Americans have died, but with our psychology, it actually affects us more if less people die, because our brain is bad at big numbers. When you hear 20 children drowned because of a school bus, it hits a lot different than a quarter million Americans died, because we are bad at big numbers and we're good at relating on personal stories because you can see your own children in a school bus. Now, even though statistically it's more likely that you'll see your own father inside of like a hospital on a respirator, or your own mother, or even children, even though that's more likely, it still is unfortunate that many Americans do not take COVID seriously. I'm proud. I'm really happy whenever anytime I go to Walmart, I see everyone fucking wearing masks. And that really does make me happy. It makes me happy that at least our community is good about that. There are very few people, at least when they're out in public. I know when people are together and people are still hanging out. They were hanging out the whole time. And I could have, but I chose not to because I thought that was the right thing to do, and I still think it's the right thing to do. I just noticed. Oh, hopefully the whole video. If you look at Christ, here's a little, I think it was tin or oil, or no, it's brass or whatever, and then it's a print of my grandmother. If you look at his cloth, God, this fucking glare. There. If you look at the cloth by his waist, it's an infinity. Or a Mobius strip, kind of, which is like my Klein bottle. That's just two Mobius strips together. Maybe it's not. I just noticed it. But then the Black Lives Matter movement happened. I went to the protests. I went 3 times, which I don't think was enough. I think I should have gone more, but I didn't. But I went 3 times, held up my sign, and I don't think anything has really gotten done. I don't think that's been... I mean, I guess that's what they want us to think, and it's the way our system is built. So... But that changed me. That really changed me. I think it really affected everyone. I don't think... I mean, it's brought it to the forefront, and the ugliness, and it's just... I was really good in the summer. I was really good. Mentally, I was really good, because sitting at my ass playing Minecraft was my patriotic duty. Staying at home, I would be helping fight COVID-19 by staying at home and not doing anything. Now, of course, I know now, the whole time, I used it as an excuse just to be lazy and be at home, versus I should have been working out. I still should be working out and eating better, but I'm still a fat ass. Because I guess it's hard to change habits. This is a bit like a confessional, really. But then college, I started off really strong. And really good. But as classes moved on, we didn't have any fucking breaks. I think that was hard. I think if it would have had a break, I don't think I would have struggled as much if my grandfather hadn't passed away. Bless his soul. I was thinking, and I've been bad about. I don't know if bad, but it's just how I respond emotionally. Um, I guess a bit. I feel a bit too stoic. I don't know if I've cried for them, those who I've loved who have died. Um, but when I think about Grandpa Mike, I think about his love. At any time, and it's sad because we didn't visit them very often, and I wish I didn't. I can now. Sorry, I'm in my room now. Uh, I I'm gonna put on my calling glasses. Hold on. It's a bit of a tradition, I think, now, hey? But I think about the love of Grandpa Mike, how much he really loved us. Hold on. I had a very good Discord call tonight with my friends. Colin was on the Discord call. Love you, Colin. I really do. I wish and I hope for a better future. I guess we have to make it, huh? Have to make our own better future. I kind of want to put on this hat. I suppose I can. Nothing stopping me. I like Reebok as a brand. I'm not obsessed with it, really. Unlike some other brands. But it's a good hat. I like black hats. I like how my face and head look with hats and glasses. I think this is a interesting look at changes. And I talked about this last time, but of course, like, it's weird having the eyes covered but the mouth and nose not. Grandpa Mike, he really loved us. He was really full of love. I thought about that, and I wanted to mention it to Mom so she could put it in the eulogy, but I read a verse instead, and I did a good job reading it, put on my actor voice, I suppose. Just read it, just read it. I went into this video. I wanted to make this video. Because I wanted to play the piano. And I was going to comment on how whenever I was recording or whenever anyone else was watching me, but like recording is the same way. It's like I can't play the piano as well. And I think it's because I subconsciously know the camera's there. I think I play better whenever the camera's not there. But I started really strong in school, and then I kind of fatigued out. It was a really striking image. Like at the beginning of the year, all the Zoom cameras on. My last class of the year was chemistry, and not a single person had their camera on. Not a single person had their camera on. It was just the teacher and Every single student camera off. And I don't blame them. Because having the camera on is fucking exhausting in a Zoom call. It really is. Because you have to act. You have to pretend. You have to really be engaged. But it's like not real engagement. Because like if you're sitting in a classroom, you don't have to put on as much of a fucking show. In a Zoom call, you're so always so self-conscious. It's like you have a mirror on you. I mean, you're looking at your own face, and people are anxious when they're looking at their own face. It's so disconnected. All the fucking screens. And I think about how divided our country is and how much real lasting damage Donald Trump has done, because I truly believe that Donald Trump is responsible for hundreds of thousands of American lives. I think in America, Donald Trump's mishandling of the coronavirus is the reason why hundreds of thousands of Americans are dead. I think it's his fault because of the way he handled it. He displayed it from the start. He said in February he wanted to display it from the start, downplay it from the start. But, you know, justice and truth prevailed. Joe Biden won. Joe Biden won. And it's not going to be a fix to all the problems, of course, but you know, a lot better than Trump. A lot better. Uh but I don't know if he'll really be able to heal the nation, because 50 million Americans still voted for Donald Trump. Like that, like after everything he did, after 4 years, he got 9 million more votes than he did in 2016, which I don't I mean, I understand, but I don't understand. I don't understand. If you cuz it's you know what it is? It's cuz half the country has been living in a completely different world. We are really, really divided. We can't find any common ground. And I think it's our politics and everything. Ah, but we have to keep fighting. We have to keep moving forward. We could give up, but I've done a lot of giving up lately. I've had a lot of experience with not trying and doing the easy thing, and I think it's true that like things that are easy are not good. I think, yeah, things that are easy are not good. If it's hard to do, then it's worth it. That's why my whole philosophy is based upon, like with school, it doesn't matter what grade you get, it matters how hard you work. And I think that's a bad philosophy because I really broke down this year after my grandfather's funeral. And I guess it's been coming for a while. Ever since junior year, I've just been working my ass off, never stopping. I had plenty of break time, but it's just unsustainable. And then it came to a head this year, and and I stopped doing my classes and classwork. It's just 'cause it's like it's not important. Hell, I should have done an assignment today. I had fucking plenty of time to do it. I just wasted my time on YouTube instead because it's easier. I used to be really afraid my senior year about wasting everything. It's like, oh man, I've worked my ass off for 4 years and it's all gonna go down the drain if I don't choose the right college. And then the first fucking step I get into college and I screw the pooch. And from what I've heard, from what I've heard, this is kind of normal actually. Like having online college, like online college isn't much. It isn't very different than in-person college because oh, yeah, I watched a video, everything like how to succeed in college in 60 seconds. It was so hard. I couldn't watch. I watched it and I was like, oh god, because it was true. It was like it's like all the things. It's like here's what you have to do. It's like right there in front of you. It's like you have to like the teacher's not gonna teach you everything. You have to learn the shit yourself. And I really don't haven't learned how to do that. All my high school career has just been, except for chemistry, I guess, which is fitting, I suppose. God, I did so bad this semester. Like, I don't even want to look at my fucking grades. I would have been fine. They would have been, or maybe they would have. No matter, even if my grandfather would have lived, I probably would have had a similar breakdown and whatnot. I feel like I'm repeating myself now. Uh, I guess it's what a waste of time. What, don't reflect on the past, just move forward. Like, yeah, I guess so. I guess I'm imperfect and I should always just do better always, I suppose. But I'm weak. I'm really weak. Leisure and comfort has made me soft. I can't do any work because it's hard. I don't like doing hard things because I'm so used to instant gratification. And the only way out is hard work, which is the problem. Because I can't work hard. And what, maybe that's what? Not growth mindset. So even that line of thinking is false. Hey, I guess that's a good thing, I guess. I guess because it's not true. It feels really true, though. Because I know what I have to do, I just can't do it. I can do it. I just choose not to because it's hard and it's easier to do the easy thing. And it's okay because you don't see the immediate consequences of your actions, but it's slow, it builds up. It's like a fucking frog in a boil pot. And I could get really bummed out about my grades, but like the thing is I really do believe that if we were on campus this semester, I wouldn't be having this problem. Or maybe that's a lie. Maybe that's not true. Maybe even when I'm on campus, I'm still going to be a bad student. Because I am now. Because that's the habits that I've learned. I haven't been a good student since junior year. God, I was such a good student junior year. I was on top of my fucking game junior year, dude. And even then, I didn't read all my fucking books. Even then. And now, oh my god, I am so lazy. Freshman year, I didn't want to put the work in my Spanish either. Now it's just like I don't want to put any work in. It's a lie, kinda. And we don't. And you know what my problem was before COVID. I remembered I was spending too much time like worrying and fixating about the school and the work part of school. I was like, man, there are lots of really great things outside of like just the classroom. And if you only focus on the classroom and the classwork, then it's miserable. But look, you have to enjoy your time with your friends at lunch and actually do fun extracurricular things and put work into projects, and that'll be really great. And like I think I was on an upward trend, and then COVID hit. And what it is it takes away. It's like it takes away all of the fun parts of school. It takes away all the social like dynamics. But the fucking thing is that's not an excuse. It's like it takes away all of the things that make school fun. It makes school great, makes school enjoyable. I don't really remember the nitty gritty of my classes, but I remember my friends. I remember the great times that we had. It's the times outside of the classroom that you really remember, and that really, oh, that really you hold near and dear. There are some moments in the classroom, of course. Spent so much fucking time in there. God, it's the times outside of the classroom hanging out with people. I've heard. I'd really forgotten how much I missed hanging out with my people. So with lots of people. God, it's just crazy how quickly it changed. Hasn't even been a year. Hasn't even been a year. And it's changed so much and so quickly, and maybe that's why it's so, I don't know. I'm crying. But I really don't feel too depressed. That's the thing. Thank God. Because I got a girlfriend who's better than that. She's got the spoken right. I don't know. I've been doing the things I enjoy. But I think I need to grow. I have been saying this forever. But maybe it's worth saying. So then maybe one day I'll start doing. I like how most of this channel's just been me fucking complaining and crying about my problems. I won't have time to look back, and most likely this channel will be deleted sometime. And I really ought to get back to backing up every single one of my videos, but don't feel like it because that's going to be a lot of work, and I don't want to do that. Back to the I don't want to put in the work. I remember in the like while I was doing school, like the end of my senior year, I had so many ideas. I had so many ideas of things that I wanted to do. Like I wanted to make a VR game. I wanted to keep code. I wanted to do this and that. But then when summer hit, I didn't do anything because it was so much easier just to wake up, fuck around on the computer all day, and then go to sleep and repeat instead of doing anything productive with my time. Because time and attention are our most valuable resource, and I've been fucking squandering it. And the tragic thing is, even in this moment of clarity, when I know about it, tomorrow I'm probably not going to change much. I guess that's where the real flaw is. I say all this, but I don't act. Oh well. Oh hell. Well, hey, 4 more days, hey. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be very easy. Because I'm not gonna try that hard. I haven't been trying very hard this whole semester. I'm conflicted because I don't want to blame. It's like it's hard because it's like I'm the cause of all of my problems. I guess perceived problems because it's like I've seen my friends David and Carson both working instead of doing school, and I did a lot better than them in school. It's like what the fuck, I did a lot better than them in high school, and yet I fuck and suck at online school, and they're having a fun time making money. I guess that's just short-term thinking. I want money now instead of thinking to the future. Ugh. I don't know. I don't really have much more to say. I'm gonna turn this camera off soon. I might say some more to the walls. And if you want to hear that, then just go to heaven. They record everything. They'll know. That's one of my beliefs, I think. It's like, I miss this person, but like, well, I just have to get to heaven then. They'll be there waiting. So I just have to get there. I think it's probably bad and immoral because I think theologically, at least from the Catholic standpoint, you should wish to form yourself to be more like Christ and to, praise and serve God, because that's the good thing to do. And so thinking of heaven as like hedonistic is wrong, I guess. But it's sad because it's like the animalistic side of us is quite hedonistic. I think it's interesting how theologically humanity, without intervention, is on the course to damnation. I guess that's true. It's like it's easier. It's like highway to hell, stairway to heaven. This was supposed to be a piano video. Barely played the piano at all. What the hell?